Hey there, it's Elena Bear, and the first thing I want to tell you is I just sprayed this stuff in my hair. It is called Kerastrate Style, and it is a moisture mist, and this smells exactly like dead fish, like a fish market or that area in Wegmans where they have like the fish little restaurant thing and you walk by and you're like gagging. That's exactly what this smells like, and I just put it on my head and I am gagging. And don't put this on your hair ever, because unless you want to smell like you are at a fish market. But moving on to the subject of this video, which is kind of the reason I haven't been making videos for the last few weeks, because I've been having this whole like mental struggle going on. And first of all, let me say that I know that most people on this earth have way bigger problems than this, you know, like lack of food, lack of water, shelter. So this is in no way like a real problem, but this is something that has been really bothering me, and I've just been having a hard time the last few weeks. This is something that's come up over and over again since I was really little, like a toddler. Since I was really little, I have always wanted people to like me, which is, I think, a normal thing. But I would go so far as to try to figure out what people wanted me to do or say and kind of be that person. So around different groups of friends, you know, when I was growing up, I would act a little bit differently depending on what their personality was like and what they kind of wanted from me. I wouldn't say I was being fake, I was just kind of pushing myself out of my comfort zone to be more similar to the person I was hanging out with. So then in college, I kind of came to this like crossroads of like, I hate doing this. I hate sacrificing a little bit of myself to be what other people want me to be. And so in college, I kind of would try to just be myself more, and my friends did not like that. They didn't agree with my choices or my opinions on things. So because of that, I kind of went back into my like, well, let me just keep the peace and keep everybody happy. And I don't know, I wouldn't lie. It sounds like I'm like being fake and lying, but I just was uncomfortable with being myself. So I feel like I'm kind of just always on edge, or just always walking on eggshells around people, because I don't want to say the wrong thing and then have them be upset. But like a few weeks ago, I feel like this whole issue once again built up to a place where I'm like, I cannot do this for another day. Like, I don't want to see my friends. I don't even want to see my family. I don't want to go to work because I don't want to kind of like put on this front of like acting how they want me to act and saying what I think they want me to say. I'm exhausted. It's frustrating, it's exhausting, it's draining, and I don't want to do it anymore. And so a few weeks ago, I was like, I'm done. And even with these videos, I was like, I don't want to get in front of the camera and make a video that I think people want to see and be this person on camera that I think people want to see. I find 40 flaws every time I'm editing. When I edit, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done this, and I shouldn't have said this, and I wish I had done this better. It's toxic. And so like sometimes when I finish editing a video, I'm just in such a terrible mood because I have all these things that I found that are wrong with it, and I hate that. And I want to be able to just accept the video for what it is, accept myself for who I am. If my hair looks weird in a certain video, that doesn't mean that my hair looks weird all the time. You know, it doesn't have to be this like monumental, horrific thing that's going to like ruin my life. If I post a video where I'm kind of tired and so I'm not very energetic and happy and smiley like Graveyard Girl or something, you know, and what all of this comes down to is the fear of rejection. If I act myself, my true self, people aren't going to like me. And I think that this comes from like when I was really little and we first came to America, and we had no money. Like some people say they're broke, but like we actually had no money. And so for years, families from church or just random families would let us stay with them for, you know, periods of time because we had no place to go. And I don't really remember a lot of the details because I was so little, but I always blamed myself for us kind of getting kicked out of all these houses. And I've always thought that it's like definitely a big part to do with me, that I was annoying and they didn't like me and they wanted me out of their house. And this happened several times. So I think I kind of like developed this idea that I need to act however that particular family wants me to act so that they don't kick me out, kind of thing. And that's just carried on through my life. And I think that this experience of me being like, no, this is it, I can't do this anymore, that's kind of like a test from God. You know, I believe in God. I think that He made me the way that I am, and He has put different tests into my life to help me to like grow into a better person. And I think He's given me tests like this before, where I get really frustrated with how I'm living, but I've always failed those tests in the past. And now I want to like do the right thing and deal with this the right way, and just get over this fear of people rejecting me and live the life that He wants me to live. And so here's like a silly little example of something specific that I've been like wrestling with. I really love like colorful hair, like, you know, crazy colored hair. I've been putting, I mean, you can see just a little bit, I've been putting in purple hair dye into my hair, but there's a lot of people that don't like that, a lot of people that don't respect people that have colorful hair, and so I'm really torn. Like, I want to have some more like vibrant purple in my hair, but it's a little scary to me, like people are gonna look at me and judge me and might not like me or whatever because of that. Sorry. Another example is I just got my second tattoo, which I won't talk about much in this video. I want to film like a separate video where I explain the meaning behind it and all of that. But I've had this tattoo for almost 2 weeks now, but I've been keeping it covered in public and like especially at work because I don't know what the reaction is going to be, and I kind of doubt that it's going to be anything good. I love it so much and I believe in it, and I think that it's, you know, it's very important to me, it's very meaningful to me, but I'm like scared to show people. So the last like 2 weeks, it's been kind of weird. Like I'm saying, like this is like a test from God, because every day there's like weird things that come up that are out of the ordinary, that are basically opportunities for me to be vocal about like my opinion of things that's probably different from the person who's asking me the question or whatever. And it's been terrifying. Seriously, several times a day, every day for like the last 2 weeks, something unusual happens, and I kind of am at this fork in the road where I'm like, do I say what I think they want me to say, or do I say what I really believe? And it's like, I've had so much anxiety over the last couple of weeks because it's just been so stressful to like make the right choice over and over and just be true to myself. You know, a lot of people are like, well, people will really like you if they see the true you. That's not true. Like, not everyone's gonna like you if you're acting like yourself, especially if you're not trying to please people. They're gonna eventually be like annoyed with you or disagree with you. You're probably like, oh my gosh, get over yourself. Like there's so many bigger problems in this world, which is absolutely true. But like you know, you're preaching to the choir. I'm sick of thinking about this. I'm sick of talking about this. Like I just want to get through this test and just live my life. Yeah, as I said, I've been forced to kind of address a lot of these things over the past 2 weeks, and so slowly but surely I'm gonna get to that point where I'm living an authentic and genuine life. And I'm sure there's somebody out there that understands what I'm saying and, you know, is going through this as well, and wanting to go through life without second guessing things that you say to people, or like planning out conversations in your head with people before they happen so you can like prepare what you're gonna say to them. So let me know if, you know, you're kind of going through the same thing, or if you have any advice, or you can just tell me to fuck the haters. Which, that's another thing you don't know about me. I've always tried to like not swear in my videos because I don't want to offend anybody or upset anyone out there. But I mean, this is my channel to post whatever I want, and I have to accept that like if somebody doesn't like something I'm doing or wearing or saying, they can just go watch something else, and that's okay. And another thing is, like, I feel like I don't post videos that I want to post because I feel like, oh, no one's gonna want to see that or something. Like, I want to post more ASMR videos, but I'm like, oh, people think it's really weird. And that's so stupid. I don't know who's gonna watch this. I don't know what they're gonna think of it, and they probably won't like some of the things I'm saying in this. Because then I'm like, oh, people that know me in real life are gonna be like, oh, have you been fake with me? And it's like, no, I don't know. I just don't want to make waves. I just never want to make waves or start conflicts. I'm so non-confrontational. Is that a word? Not anti-confrontation? Whatever. I don't even know the word because I'm so against conflict and confrontation and arguments, and so I just want to keep the peace, and I just want everyone to be happy, and I want everyone to like me, and that's not possible, it's not reasonable, and it's not healthy to live like that. So I am taking baby steps towards not doing that anymore and just doing me. I think that's all I have to say for this video. Oh, this has been really good for me, and I'm sorry if this was too long and rambly for you. I'm gonna try not to care and not worry about what your opinions are. But yeah, this has been really helpful for me. So thank you for listening. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.